This is the Whitman Planning Board meeting for Tuesday, March 11th, 7:34 p.m. Attendance to myself is Adam Somerville, Chair.
Ellen Bergeron, co-chair.
Bob Kimball, clerk. Wayne Andrews, member.
Alright, so we'll go Steve first since you're here.
It's being recorded.
Oh, yeah, we are being recorded for public access and Whitman Hanson, public access and YouTube. I forget that every time. I always will. Alright, first we have 447 Harvard Street, Whitman. A2 limited industrial multifamily condominium over 55. Egan Development LLC, won't get into the other stuff, acquired the property 2021. Application has been filed with the clerk and no previous appeal has been made. Section of bylaw which relief is requested. Site plan approval 240-7.2. Variance 240-5.4 and 240-7.3 C and D. Steve, would you like to say anything or to give a little background?
So this is a series of properties that we acquired over a number of years and kind of put together.
That works for you.
Most of the property is limited industrial zone. I think it only goes back to A1 or A2 for a couple hundred feet off of the road. I don't know if you guys can explain that. But this is the zone line here. So this is residential, this is industrial. So most of the property, most of the 15 acres is in the limited industrial zone. So we looked at it from a number of different things, single family subdivision, what do we think fits here the best? It's split zone, it has wetland issues, so there's some hardships in there with that. And then we started looking at what's around it. So here you have, it's a commercial farm that does a petting thing for...
Homestead, isn't it called?
Yeah. And then we have the senior housing already, and then we have the town's affordable housing off of Pioneer Drive. That was all kind of tied into the same location here. So there was a number of multi-family things already in the area.
This is all part of this.
Everything green is part of our property. There's a trench that runs through here, drainage trench, and then this is the wetland line. So you got some wetlands here and some wetlands in the back.
What are these all standing?
So that's a duplex, 2 units. So basically we have 16 freestanding or duplex units. So some of them are freestanding houses, some of them are two together, mixed in this
These are all houses.
And are they 2 stories?
option 2 stories. So we're going to offer it as a single story if somebody doesn't want to finish upstairs, and if someone wants the upstairs finished, we'll do a second bedroom, bathroom in a
Are these going to be sold, these are houses?
Yes. Yeah.
You're going to build
Just like all of it, it'll be a condominium project.
Now, what's this building?
This is more of apartment style. So there's going to be a driveway, a garage under, so everyone's going to have one parking space under the building, and then a second parking space outside. There's going to be a clubhouse area in here, a big deck area, grills, and then 20, I think it's 23.
Are they going to be
29
owned
years.
those
Those, everything will be sold. Everything will be condominium, social, everything will be sold there.
And
So these would be like condos?
Yeah.
is that 3 floors?
It's 3
Yeah.
floors, yeah, with an elevator.
And the parking underneath is enclosed or open?
Enclosed. Everyone will have a garage door open, they'll get into this,
Oh,
and they get, like I said, one space inside, one space outside.
And these are all,
oh, they get 2 spaces.
Yeah.
Cool.
so these are going to be owned, everything's going to be owned.
Yes.
It's gonna sell it all.
So you're saying there's just going to be like 1 4 or 2, you're just going to be building the order to what they want?
Say that again?
So you said that there could be a 1 story or 2 story if they want to do the
Yeah, so basically, our plans will all have a set of stairs that go
Okay.
up to either unfinished attic
Yeah,
or a finished
Okay.
floor.
I thought you were going to build to order or something like that.
To some extent, we're gonna build within a certain scheme, and then
Yeah.
if somebody wants it done, everything will be available up there.
Let's hear it.
So the single.
From a condominium, there's a people with an unfinished attic gonna have a different percentage.
Yes.
And then what happens if they build it out later on?
They need, it's gonna be in the condo docs that if they do any sort of work that has to pull a permit, but then they would be adjusted to their condo fee later on.
Okay.
And so these driveways that are gonna be with the duplexes.
Yeah.
How many cars are they gonna hold? It looks like it's one.
So they have, each of these has a garage. So they have,
Oh, they have a garage underneath?
they have a garage on the first floor. These are attached.
Oh, okay,
So this has a parking outside and then one garage space inside.
okay. But this is one dwelling or
Yeah,
two?
so this is one. This is the same exact layout, but two of them attached together.
I see.
And so then, but they each have their own
So these are
driveway.
similar to Auburn Hill?
Yeah.
I see. So how many by one?
There's 16 either single families or duplex up here.
There's 4
There's
singles.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them that are freestanding, 10 of them that are attached.
Plus the 29 for the.
Correct.
And how close are you to this guy?
This house is way up front here.
But what? His house is up here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You got, this board actually issued a frontage variance back in the 80s for a house to be built on this.
Okay. So there's nothing back there but his
No, we
backyard
actually talked to him about
behind it?
cutting it off and we were gonna add another unit here.
Yeah.
He hasn't wanted to, he's not opposed to this project. I've actually, Johnny Avery is here.
Yeah.
Donnie has an empty lot here that this board approved for a house.
Yeah.
Then Donnie sold us this piece.
I remember that.
We sold these guys their property, so they're well aware of it.
Did you
We've talked
ever,
to these guys. Mr. Membraniano sold us this piece, so the neighbors are all on
They know
board.
it's coming.
did you ever contact the current owner of this property?
I haven't, I heard that Tracy, someone said passed away recently. I don't know
Long
that.
time, I heard it a long time ago.
Yeah,
Her ex-husband lives up in Maine.
yeah,
He wants nothing to do with the property.
yeah. Someone said the father, her father's
Her
there.
father, and he's the guy that owns or works at Ted's or something.
Okay.
As long as he pays the taxes, that's all it matters.
Where are those houses on those two pieces? Are they
Oh,
up
they're
front?
all up front here, so there's a house here, there's a house here. This is all just backland.
Yeah.
So this piece, this was a one lot here that we bought originally, and we came in front of you guys and we got approval to do 2 houses here. One was a retreat lot, one was up front.
Yep.
After doing that, Mr. Angelo here, Brianna, approached us about buying his backland.
I see.
So we bought his backland, and then around the same time, I don't know if you remember Mrs. Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mrs. Davis's property was here. Mrs. Davis owned all this.
Oh, wow.
So her property came on the market, we bought her property, subdivided this off and sold this off to a young couple, and we attached all this backland to these other pieces that we had purchased. And then most recently, we bought Donnie Avery's piece, just because he was driving me crazy.
I remember you trying to.
And he's still, every time you run into him, it's crazy.
So the backyard there, the back lot, what does that abut other than Pine Haven? Does that go out all the way to Bedford?
So this is Pine Haven.
Yeah.
There's
Way
an
back.
easement here that goes over to the town piece, the town
I'm
back
talking
there.
about up there.
This would bring you,
What's Bedford Street?
so when you're looking out from Peach Meadows at the field that goes all the way to,
Yeah,
that's this. So you're looking at all the fields.
So that abuts that field?
Yes.
Okay.
There's nothing, I don't think there's anything within 1,000 feet of this, it's all fields and this.
Unless they do something with it.
So this is an intermittent stream, so it's not governed under the Rivers Act. It joins in out here to, what's the meadow across the street? Whatever that meadow is what this river is called. So it joins into the river. This is under the Rivers Act. So there's nothing that can be built on this section that abuts us up here.
Does any electrical come from that area?
Way down further.
Okay, okay.
And this is actually all upland. So we were first looking at, do we just straggle this all the way out here and build all townhouses? And then we decided to leave more open space and kind of,
I think you got a market for the apartments.
I do too.
How big are the apartments gonna be?
They go anywhere from 850 square feet to about 1,250.
Oh, they're good size.
They're good size, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be owned too. There's no rentals.
No.
Everything's.
Well, there's nothing stopping somebody from renting their unit, but we're not gonna be renting them. We're gonna sell them to people here.
What is the yellow? Why is that yellow?
That's a wetland area.
Okay, I was gonna say, you said
Yeah, I don't know why
what's back
you did
here,
this.
I'm just curious.
So we have, like, this little section here is a small replication area that we have to do.
Okay. Yeah.
And is that blue, you have it?
This is like a little
Wetland?
pond out there.
Okay.
Just a little walking place.
So you run into, that, 240-73C and D. D says no more than 8 units per building if near residential, so that would be
Which would be
appeals.
this building, because it has more than 8, nothing else does, yeah.
Yeah. So that would be appeals board.
Yep.
And then,
And I think that
are you,
Harvard Court and the Pine Haven have more than 8 to a building too, but. yeah.
sure, no, I'm not arguing,
Yeah.
I just wanna understand it. 50 feet from the street?
Between units. Multifamily typically calls for 50 feet between buildings, and that's what I asked for a waiver on that. Not on all of them, but on some of them that don't meet.
It's 45 feet apart.
Oh,
But it's-
45.
But it's 50 feet from the street. So are you 50 feet in? Are you
We are
50
50 feet in. I think that is this lot line here. So
Okay,
these houses are 43 feet off of the lot line and not 50
it's
feet.
supposed to be 45,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Oh, that's not,
This is,
street though, is it, is this the street?
this is the street here. We are 50 feet off the street, nothing, you know.
Yep.
And this is a private way, it's not considered a street, so the houses themselves don't have.
Oh, but your abutting isn't 50, is what
Right.
you're saying,
Yeah.
I see.
Those are
What
7
about,
feet, less than.
are they 45 feet apart from each other?
Some of them are not.
Okay,
And we can accomplish it.
and none of them
I
are,
could make them 45 feet apart, but what's gonna end up happening is these 3 are gonna get put together.
yeah,
And I thought it would be better to have more freestanding units. So that's what we were trying to accomplish. If the ZBA says we want you to be 45 feet apart, then we're gonna put, this is gonna be 3, this is gonna be 3, we'll push them together. I can actually get more units if I push them together.
push them all
Yeah,
together.
but-
Because I can line up 8 in a row, I can do more here, but
Which
I don't
might-
think it accomplishes anything, but.
No, I like what you did, but I'm just trying to go by this, so.
Yeah.
Then none of them are over 35 feet high?
No.
That apartment thing is not,
No,
and it's also, these are also supposed to be 45 feet apart from each other,
which, yeah, some of those aren't.
some on
But
it.
how- what is the distance between them, Steve?
That is 30,
30?
Yeah,
30.
Yeah.
Some of them are further, but
well, I personally think it's well needed and will be well received.
Yeah.
And it's a good spot, given that you're so close to the senior center, the senior housing that's already there.
And plus it's 55 plus, which is huge.
yeah. And we're gonna,
That's
We're gonna talk-
the big company.
Yeah, absolutely.
so there's a sewer easement that comes off of Harvard. So there's already a sewer line that goes here.
Yeah.
Comes
There you
down,
go.
comes down to Harvard Court, and then goes out. So this is all kind of clear. So I am gonna approach the senior housing
Yeah,
and just see if they maybe want us to connect a little walkway to this here, so that, because there's a lot of events, senior, nurse,
Yeah.
visiting nurse and stuff,
yeah,
that we could have, that this could connect as far as people walking over to the
It's like they
senior
connect,
center.
they connect to Pine Circle.
Right.
When do you think you're gonna stop?
We're hoping to start by summertime.
And how long to go to completion?
I would think probably by end of next year, we're gonna be very close, but it may jump into the early 2026, 2027.
27.
And what do you think the prices are gonna be?
Yeah, that's a huge one too.
Yeah, I mean, I think the freestanding stuff, you're gonna see probably is gonna be anywhere from the high 5s into the 6s. And I think that the apartment style, there's one right now being marketed in Halifax, that Owendyke's doing, and those go anywhere from the high 3s into the mid to upper 4s for the garden style stuff.
How many rooms it is?
29 apartments.
No, but I mean, all right, how many rooms in the apartment?
They're a mix of, I think there's about half 1 bedrooms, half 2 bedrooms.
Twos for bids, no 3, not, it's all
No,
twos.
yeah, 1s and 2s, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And then part of the first floor in this building is actually a clubhouse area. So there's gonna be a fitness room, a big break room, a couple office areas.
And that'll be open to the whole place.
Correct. And all the
so
mailboxes.
these would be an average of 3 rooms. Well,
Yeah, 3 to 4. You know, I think the one beds are 3, the 2 bedrooms are 4.
In the one bedroom, it's gonna be a bath and a half or just one bath?
We have both.
In the one bedroom?
In there.
Yeah.
Some of them are 1 bedroom, 1 bath, some are 1 and 1.5. The 2 beds are typically all 2 baths.
It doesn't help the more reasonable price for seniors, but it's still desperately needed.
Yeah. Some of that goes back to like what I said about the ADUs, it's like the construction costs, it's just
Yeah,
absurd.
I'm not arguing with it,
Yeah.
just,
I know.
I don't see the problem with the distance
Wishful
between the
thinking.
buildings for senior housing.
Yeah,
you what?
I don't see a problem with the variance for the distance between a
yeah.
couple of buildings for the senior housing that's desperately needed.
Yeah,
And like I said, we could accomplish the setbacks if they wanted.
But you be putting more.
I just don't think it's as good a layout.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Any other questions?
it's a total of how many units altogether, including the 29?
39, 45.
45.
Yeah.
And tell me again the size of the single units.
So if someone just does 1 floor,
Yeah,
it's about 1,300 square feet.
okay.
If they do the second floor, it ends up being around 2,200 square feet.
Will there be lofts and that type of thing in it, or?
We're not setting them up as like an open loft, but it's set up to be bedroom, bathroom, family room up on the upper level.
And
Well, it's a good thing if you don't have a loft, because you can save heat if
Yeah,
people have their friends when they come in and they can keep the heat downstairs.
You guys know what the building's house will look like?
I don't know if we did submit that to the,
I was just curious, just
to the
curious.
planning board, to the zoning board, but I don't know if those actually come out to you guys.
Yeah. I was just curious,
Yeah.
so. I'll just see if we can like it, so.
so even if somebody picked their one stories,
Yeah, normally the.
You'd be looking at 5.
I'd like to see the facade.
even if somebody picked a one story, what would that cost be? Roughly, I mean, I'm not gonna hold you to it, I'm just curious.
Yeah, I think that you're still gonna be, in that 500 plus range. It's
Okay.
hard to do
Yeah.
anything really under 500 in the new construction and with the cost these days, you know?
Canadian tariffs.
Yeah, that's gonna make it worse, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm hoping that gets settled before we
Yeah.
go on this, but.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially for the northeast.
Yeah.
Being that closer to it, you know, not.
Yeah, even like most of these buildings have some steel in it, so there's a lot of steel that we bring in from out of the country.
Yeah.
Aluminum now, is gonna be a big tariff on it, which we have a lot of that in there too, but.
Awful.
A lot of that stuff's positioning though, so I'm hoping that over a couple of months you see a lot of that, you know,
Yeah.
I saved America, whatever, and we've reduced it, you know?
Anything else?
One suggestion. When you put showers in, if you put tile showers, that's a little more money,
Yeah.
but flats, so you don't have to step up.
Yeah.
Because when we get elderly,
Yeah, the list,
the lip is a
Yeah.
problem. A lot of people in Rockville have done that,
yeah,
taken out the
the curve,
shower
yeah,
and had a flat.
I'm already looking at the tub with a door for
Yeah.
myself.
yeah. Now, that is something that we talked about and not sure what we're gonna do on this, but yeah, I understand that it adds a couple $1,000s to the cost of what it comes down to.
It's
But it's,
Yeah.
I think it's well worth
Oh,
it
yeah,
from a
especially for people with
accessibility.
wheelchairs
Oh, yeah.
that won't be good for at home and
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Anything else?
It'll be nice.
Yeah, the loft thing, I think you're better off looking the loft, open
Yeah.
loft.
yeah,
So like
I
a
like
motion.
that lot.
yeah.
I have all my craft stuff up
There you
there.
go.
I'll make a motion that we recommend to the zoning board that we approve the selectmen
As is.
as is.
Right. Motion by Wayne, do we have a second?
Second,
Second by Elaine. All in favor?
take off for a minute.
Okay.
Thank you.
We're gonna go to recess for 5 minutes. All right, we're gonna recall the order. Next we have 278 Bedford Street. Just gonna give this out first real quick before I read the. Go. All right, we have 278 Bedford Street, highway business, existing two-story dwelling, Open Door Home Solutions LLC. Acquired the property February 2025. Application has been filed with the clerk, and yes, previous owner for car wash. Appeal has been made. Section of bylaw which relief is requested, section 240-5.4, F4. Section 240-7.2, site plan approval. Reason for relief is requested. Applicant presently has automobile sales rental property across the street from Locust. Owner of that property was approved for 2 new buildings, resulting in present car sales area having to relocate. Applicant has purchased subject lot to relocate existing car sales. It's not very good grammar. I don't care if I'm recording. Anybody have any comments?
What's this, which way he's asking for relief from?
240-5.4, section F4.
Do we know what that is?
I do not. I haven't read it out yet.
It's a special permit.
It's just a special
In the
permit.
highway business zone.
That's all he's really looking for.
A special permit and a site plan approval.
Yeah, okay. I don't see any,
I think it's a better option than the car wash, less traffic issue.
Yeah.
as long as this building's,
What's it gonna do to the office?
Is he gonna use the house?
no, the house is coming down.
It is.
Yeah, the house will be down, he's gonna build a new building.
Yeah.
The only thing I would suggest is maybe is push the building back to be in line with that building over here. So it isn't quite as close to the front of the property.
How close is it?
It doesn't say.
What they're gonna use this,
Cars, more cars,
Junkyard.
stuff.
Well, this is all he's asking for, well, first of all, this is all gonna be paid,
Yeah.
so
well, we can.
What, were they use parking for employees back then?
he's got two employee parking spots. I
Okay.
think he's got 18 cars for sale. He's got a handicap spot. He's got 2 parkings for customers. He's got his dumpster here. He's got a small retention basin over here.
He's gonna leave it green.
The front parking
That'd be a
spots.
concept. He's gonna leave it green.
Yeah. Front parking spots are more than 10 feet off the curb.
Yeah, the only thing I would suggest is he put some type of landscaping or something in the front here. Similar to we have over there.
Yeah.
I think it makes,
Yeah.
it's zoned for it.
Yeah.
We don't need an additional car sales, but he's taking
What's the same one?
the same
Going across
one,
the street.
Yeah.
going across the street.
Makes use of the lot anyway.
He's gonna,
Looks better than just a vacant house.
Yeah, it'd be good to have that house come down. It's been empty a long time.
Somebody make a motion?
we make a motion, Rebecca, recommend favorable action to the zoning board.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous, Melissa?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Do we have the minutes this week?
So I wasn't able to print them, but if you would humor me for a moment, they aren't very long and I could read them out loud to you if you would like to
Sure,
vote on
why
them
not?
tonight. So it was for the planning board meeting from February 25th, 2025. In attendance was Adam Somerville, Robert Kimball, and Wayne Andrews. Absent was Brandon Griffin and Elaine Bergeron. There was 3 motions made to approve meeting minutes from January 14th, January 28th, and February 11th, and they were all passed unanimously. Mail was read aloud by Mr. Kimball, and he passed it around to members to view. And we spoke about the piece of mail in regards to East Bridgewater being in the process of approving a 40B application for a property that abuts Whitman. And the development has approximately 240 units coming off of North Bedford Street and condos that will come off of Winter Street. And then we said that our next meeting would be the public hearing on March 11th, followed by our meeting that we just had. And there was a motion to adjourn at 7:08 made by Wayne Andrews.
Can Can I ask a question? 'Cause I
Sure
wasn't
can,
here.
absolutely.
What was the part about the last thing you read?
East Bridgewater mailed a notice that they were having a
Oh,
meeting
okay.
about
So that's
a
East
development.
Bridgewater property.
Yes. It abuts us, so we got the
That's what-
notice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm trying to-
And that was it.
Motion to approve minutes?
So moved.
Second?
Abstain.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 3 and 1 abstain. Do we have any mail, Bob? All right.
Motion to adjourn?
All right, second.